Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today's video is, I would say, a very unique video for this channel. Because today I'm officially doing my very first movie commentary. Yes! That's right, today we're doing a movie commentary for a film that I've already seen. I've done a review for this movie, it's up on my channel, you can check it out if you want to, right? So for a very long time I've been wanting to do these kind of reaction or commentary videos to movies, because I watch a lot of movies and I see people do them on YouTube, so I was like, I can do it as well, right? Then it hit me, why don't I pick a movie that's very easy to follow, something that the general audience will really understand, something that I fully understand, that I can really talk about. So with all of that coming together, I thought today's movie commentary will be for Christopher Nolan's new movie, Tenet. Well, it's not new, it came out in 2020, but it's his latest film. Now, before we get started with the commentary, I would really appreciate it if you left this video a like and subscribed. Thank you so much for that. That will really help out the channel. And also, let me know in the comments what I can do better with these commentaries. This is my very first time doing it. I don't even know if I edited this right. I already edited the commentary, and this intro that I'm filming right now is the last thing that I gotta add. But yeah, let me know if I edited things correctly, if I'm like talking too much. This isn't really a reaction, it's more of a commentary because I've already seen the movie. But yeah, let me know what I can do better in the comments. I would love to take your suggestions into account. Let me know what you think about the movie, and yeah, let's go ahead with the commentary. I remember last year I was so excited to see this movie. Again, this was my most anticipated movie of 2020. And it was upsetting, you know, that it kept on getting delayed and delayed. And I remember eventually in September, my birthday's in September, I got two of my friends. They were like, yeah, let's go. And we went to a practically empty cinema. It was a cool experience. Oh man. I saw this in an RPX cinema, a Regal RPX I believe it was called. It's like a very high quality cinema. The audio was supposed to be like very good. And when the gunshots popped off, it absolutely startled me. I don't know whether it's because I haven't been in a cinema for like 9 months. And that was my first time in 9 months being here. But, yeah. Ludwig absolutely killed the soundtrack on here. This is great. You know what's crazy? I gotta give Christopher Nolan props when it comes to opening to these big blockbuster movies that he's making. I mean, think about some of the other big blockbusters that he made, like Inception, The Dark Knight, Interstellar. They all have these amazing openings. Attention-grabbing openings. Very important.
You defuse that?
It's centrally synchronized. Are there more?
Covering the tracks.
This was one of the biggest reasons I wanted to rewatch this movie, especially controlling my own volume and having subtitles on, because here, reading the subtitles, I can really understand what they're saying within these masks. Here we go. So cool. Even like a small sequence like that, the small reverse sequence like that. Oh, I wonder who that could be. Look at that. The Rock flying into where the van is, closer to the camera, showing that they did that practically. I thought that was so sick. Okay. So, a few days ago, like literally 2 days ago, I saw Christopher Nolan's movie Insomnia from 2002 starring Al Pacino and this guy that's talking to John David Washington right now. And I was looking at this guy's filmography, the actor who plays him, and it said that he was in Tenet. I was like, I don't remember him in Tenet. But, yeah, here he is. That movie, Insomnia, though, pretty good. Al Pacino gives a pretty good performance in that one. I saw somebody say online that, well, Tenet is a palindrome, right? Right, that's what it's called? Where the word means the same thing backwards as forwards. And pull-up, the word pull-up is the same thing backwards and forwards. So that's why he keeps doing pull-ups in the movie.
It's vest and a clipboard you can get almost anywhere.
That's Fleur from Harry Potter. If you don't know yet, I've been doing a Harry Potter review series on this channel. Check it out. We're almost at the end.
One of these bullets is like us, traveling forwards through time. The other one's going backwards. Can you tell which is which? How about... No.
Love it.
You dropped it.
The cause comes before effect.
No, that's just the way we see time.
Christopher Nolan and his obsession with messing with time in all types of ways. The way movies are told, concepts in movies relating to time. It's crazy. Here we are, another different location. Beautiful drone shot of it all. Here he is, Batman himself.
What? You never drink any.
I love the small interaction, the foreshadowing to the future.
Used to be in our profession.
Oh wait,
Well, I prefer soda water.
nah, they don't.
No, you don't.
Even though the dialogue, the sound mixing on the dialogue is a bit iffy, the sound mixing in general for like the environment's pretty good. It sounds very smooth. And mix the surroundings with the soundtrack. It works very well. Just I wish the dialogue was better mixed. I remember in the theaters, I turned to my friend at this point and I was like, oh, thank God he's putting a silencer on the gun, because gunshots before this were so incredibly loud.
You're an arms dealer, friend. This may be the easiest trigger I've ever had to pull.
The little characterization his character does get, or personality, is lacking a little bit, but John David Washington does a good enough job to bring charisma and swagger to this agent that you do root for him. There I go.
You must have had a plan for getting out.
Not one I love.
Did you guys ever go bungee jumping? Let me know down in the comments. I feel like I would shit my pants doing it. Although the reverse stuff does sound really fun.
I gather you have an
Would it be a
interest in
Christopher Nolan movie without some Michael Caine?
You British don't have a monopoly on snobbery.
Well, not a monopoly, more of a controlling interest.
Christopher Nolan does like to dress his protagonists up in nice suits, you know. Make his movie feel a bit classy. Make his action film feel a bit classy. I would love to see him direct a James Bond movie. I was just thinking about this, that like, I would love to see his take on a James Bond movie.
Drawing has his hold over me. He threatened me with police.
People do say that there is a lot of setup in this movie, which I do agree with. The next half of the movie is much better than the first half. But it is very important, you know, how the drawing comes into play, the hold over her, and how he's using the drawing. I mean, when I say he, the protagonist, it all comes into play very nicely towards the end, and in somewhat of a nice little boat, depending on how much you understood the movie.
You know how I dream of just diving off that boat?
Would you share some?
Love that. I love that foreshadow. I just clocked that, knowing the end of the movie.
Ordered my hot sauce an hour ago.
Just that slight Christopher Nolan comedy in the
Can we
movie.
get going?
Gotta put that in there. Make the character a little bit quippy. You know what I've noticed about Christopher Nolan's action movies, and this is going all the way back to The Dark Knight, or just the Batman movies in general. The punching sound effects that he uses in fight scenes, they always sound very padded. Like the contact that the character makes with, like, especially maybe like a chest area or anywhere on the body. I don't know. Maybe I'm like the only one who's hearing this, but he does use a very different punching sound effect to what some other people use in action movies.
Anything of value, really.
This whole sequence is just
Legal.
Robert Pattinson showing off how great he will be as Bruce Wayne.
You got something.
Not gonna like it.
Neil thinks fast, but also potentially because he knows information that our protagonist doesn't know yet. Treat yourself, buddy. Treat yourself. It's crazy to me that they like actually crashed this plane. They actually did this. They did this practically. They just had to kind of take the plane apart and sell all the important stuff out of it. Man, there's just something about doing something like this practically and not using CGI that just sells the effect that much more, you know? I just noticed the Rotus thing backwards, spelled Sator. It's the guy's name. Also, Sator, that's the name of the guy, the very rich guy from Inception, right? The guy had the same name, maybe spelled a bit differently, but I think Sator in this movie actually has like a a reference to something, unlike Inception. Oh. That's dope. in a way, this movie does deal with parallel timelines. Like in this world, there is two of the protagonists and Neil doing another mission. If you've seen the movie, you know that they're doing another mission while this mission is happening at the same time. This fight scene, however, like if you've seen the behind the scenes of them choreographing this fight scene, this must have been so much fun for the stunt coordinators and everybody involved to choreograph something like this. They actually did this backwards. If you watch Don David Washington practice this with like a stunt coordinator, they're doing all these flips and everything backwards. Very unique, very unique. Woo! Oh, another beautiful location.
I promised him I'd go with him.
I explained you were busy with your friend.
This guy's such a dick. Come on, man. Let a mom spend some time with her son. Why you gotta be a dick like that?
Very gratifying to watch a man you don't like try to pull his own balls out of his throat before he chokes.
This is how you treat all your guests?
It's a very threatening conversation, but at the same time, it's very funny. It is a very complex way of killing somebody. Stuffing somebody's balls in their own throat. He lied. Ooh, she is not happy with him. It's a very unique curricular activity to have characters have a conversation in. You have to what, switch sides as well? Complex. Ah. We need him. Can't let him die.
Trust me.
Save it. I'm not falling for it.
She's a very tall woman.
Is another man's possibility for a life.
Gave him his wealth and everything. The future.
You think I'll let him interfere?
He tried. You'd have to kill him.
I gotta give it to Kenneth Branagh. You know, in the first time I saw the movie, I was just kind of thinking, he's just a generic bad guy, kind of. But he is very intimidating in his performance here.
No Franks, no mold marks, nothing.
Neil's back.
Dead,
Oh, I remember this heist. This heist is sick. Absolutely love the soundtrack that they play here. If you don't know this, Travis Scott did a song for this movie called The Plan. Absolute banger. I love that song. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. If you're a Travis Scott fan, I think you will really enjoy it. Uh-oh. I love that little shot right there. Because I remember in theaters when I saw that little detail of the mirror, I was like, oh shit, shit's about to go down. Things that haven't even happened yet are about to go down.
I can't understand this. You said you spoke Estonian.
It's not Estonian.
It's backwards.
Uh-oh. Literally, they were like, listen, how can we do every single action aspect of it and just take our concept and put it in? A fight scene, how about we do it backwards? A driving sequence, a chase scene, what if we do it backwards? Let's go. So, that's sick. Oh, man. That's sick. Nice. It's a great advertisement for Audi. The brakes stop on a dime. All you have to do is just touch them with the little fingers. Stops on a dime. Ah, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at that shot. A little blue and red there. I know the blue and red are like signify things. Like the red color is them moving in one direction or like moving not in reverse. And blue is them inverting, which I guess, let's see if I can I? That doesn't look that great.
This one's a bullet to the head.
That's pain. That's pain.
She shot with an inverted round.
Quicksilver. Hey.
There's some facilities inside an airport security perimeter. It's impregnable.
It wasn't last week.
Going in. That's what help us.
This door opening, like, truly feels like, I keep saying this, like we're at the next stage. This is like, welcome to the next stage. Even the wind, man. Wow. It's not gonna be that easy. Can you imagine going through this, inverting yourself, and the first thing you have to do is drive? There's a lot of people that have their licenses and still don't know how to drive normally. Can you imagine the first thing you have to do is drive? That'd be just insane. You'll be fine. Just a little bit icy from the fire. It's fine.
We're their ancestors. If they destroyed us, won't that destroy them?
Let's bring us to the grandfather paradox.
Who's that?
We went back in time
If you
and killed
killed your grandfather?
How could you be born to commit the act?
What's the answer?
There's no answer.
It's reversing the flow of time. Doesn't us being here now mean it never happens? But we stopped them.
I mean, he brought up a valid question of, like, if we're still here, does that mean the world hasn't ended? Because we're still able to save it. It's an interesting question he brought up.
Hold on.
What?
You're bleeding. Let me take a look at it.
Nope, no time. Oh, let's go. Nice. Oh, that's so beautifully done. I remember this was the part of the movie where I was like, holy shit, I did not see that coming. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. He knows his every move, man. I love it. Notice the tape on the floor? I just noticed that. The tape on the floor on one side was blue, the reverse side. On the other side it was red. There's the red and blue coloring coming in again. Nope. Neil, don't touch him. Nice. Man, what a memorable sequence that is. The whole reverse part. Yeah. Whatever you think about the movie, I mean, the action sequences, the reverse stuff, they're just so memorable, and I think we'll go down in cinema history as very iconic and unique things.
My part. I'm the protagonist of this operation.
Hey, that's his name.
Dying. Inoperable pancreatic cancer.
Can't be saved.
And he's taking the world with him.
If it can't happen, no one can.
But the first viewing, I thought that he was just a bitter guy. Bitter guy wants to take, the world with him as he's dying. But honestly, on the second viewing, there's more to it, He does tell her, that if he can't have her, no one can, but he has the same logic to the world.
If you feel threatened, you talk, state your location, hang up.
Who gets the message?
Posterity.
Oh, we're hitting it on the pianos. Let's go. Here comes the beautiful soundtrack again.
You've been divided into two teams for a temporal pincer movement. We're a red team moving forward. In order to distinguish the teams, you'll wear these. Our friends over there, blue team, led by Commander Wheeler, are inverted. You want to be on the team that lifts the contents of the capsule?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's us.
Reverse soundtrack, because we're on the other side. Ah! Nice. You definitely benefit so much more from watching this movie twice. Oh man, the details that I'm picking up here after already seeing it the first time, incredible. Oh, be careful what you step on. The complexities of putting that together, man. Fucking hell. Whoa. Oh. She's dead.
When I take this, it's all over.
And don't take it yet.
Why not?
He's got a grenade.
It's a cool detail. That's a cool detail.
Want to kill us?
Because their oceans rose and their rivers ran dry. Don't you see? They have no choice but to turn back. We're responsible.
Global warming. We're responsible for it. Past, the future hates us.
Let's go.
Ah, that's sick. Yeah. Screw Volkov. I find it hilarious though that this Russian bad guy who's been intimidating the entire movie dies with sunscreen. Dies with sunscreen on his back and on his knees. Woo! And we're out. And we're out. This was insane. And this twist with her seeing herself dive off the boat, mentioning it earlier, it all connects. Secret agent business is not easy, you know?
We hide it. We end our lives. It's the only way to be sure. As to when, maybe that's every man's decision to make for himself.
You're really going back in.
I'm the only one who could have got that door open in time, right, Ives?
Ah, it was him. It was him down there. It was him from the start.
Yeah, wait.
Don't feel extremely attached to them. Well, actually, hold on. I love it. I love it.
Years ago for me, years from now for you. I think this is the end of a beautiful friendship.
But for me, it's just the beginning.
We get up to some stuff.
His dialogue, it was just so. This exchange was so great. Yeah, again, for the amount of people complain that, you know, you don't feel too attached to the characters, I really feel like this ending really works and really and it really has an emotional impact on you, seeing them not so much as friends but as work partners, I guess. Seeing that, but like I just again, I think the ending really works for me.
That wasn't working for you. We've both been working for me. I'm the protagonist.
Yes. 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 Sorry, Priya. So yeah, that was my commentary for Tenet, and what I gotta say is that I definitely enjoyed the movie better second time watching it. I appreciate it more. Is it my favorite Christopher Nolan movie? It's still not. Maybe it could become it, but I don't really think so. I think I like Inception and some of the Dark Knight movies and Interstellar much better than Tenet. But it's still a very solid film, and I love picking up on some things that I missed earlier the first time when I saw it in theaters. One of my favorite things that I picked up on was the restaurant scene where Kat tells the protagonist, she tells him that, oh, she wishes she was the one that dived off that boat. And at the end of the movie, she turns out that she did dive off that boat. Those are kind of small pieces of dialogue that I missed the first time that I watched the film in theaters, and I'm so happy I finally got to rewatch it at home and finally like fully understand it or get a grasp of what they're talking about and what the concept is. I think I understood the movie much more second time around. It will take a few more viewings to understand some of the things here, like the turnstiles. I don't fully understand how they work yet. I'm like 90% there, but it's just I keep overthinking it sometimes, and I'm like, oh, how does this work? How does that work? This movie definitely benefits from you watching it more than once. If you watched it in theaters and you weren't really feeling it, I would really recommend that you check it out at home. Check it out once or maybe 2 more times, and I think you will really gain an appreciation for this film. I know I did. I definitely enjoyed this movie much more second time around. But with that being said, make sure you leave this video a like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what I can do better for future movie commentaries. I had a blast doing this, and yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of these on the channel. 2021, new year, new content, right? And yeah, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.